I'm also muted because I'm so flustered. I'm not ready. I'm not ready for this, you guys. I'm never ready for Twitch. Thank you. My gosh, a hype train and a raid, and we're not even out of the ad break. I apologize to those of you who just raided into an ad. We do 180 seconds of ads once an hour here just to kind of eliminate pre-roll ads with the intent that that doesn't happen. So I apologize that that happened. But hopefully you're almost out of ads. Maybe out of ads, I'm not sure. But welcome in, everybody. Thank you, Audinet and Professor Oaks, for being so generous. That's very kind. Enjoy, for those that have a sub, enjoy your ad-free viewing, I suppose, and just watching me stumble around. I'm not ready for this at all. But I felt like I had to come out of lurk. I just got my half-warmed up breakfast. It was literally warming up in the microwave when my alerts started going off in the living room, so yeah, thanks. Thanks, Audinet, for the welcome back. And thanks, Amaze, for pinning that. We are going to be doing, or at least I'm going to be doing, accessory drawings today, but I think we're out of ads now, so welcome in, Great Shono. If you're still here, I'd love to see some work you got up to, or a link if you want to drop it. I'd be happy to show it off. Make sure you guys go follow the Great Shono. It's an artist I met relatively recently here on Twitch. A lot of fun. Hey Daniel, how are you? It's good to see you too. Thanks for coming in on the raid. I hope you guys had fun over there. I hope everyone's having a good, what is it, Wednesday? Yeah, a good Wednesday. Yeah, we got some raiders already. I'm clearly unready. But I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing here. So let me scroll to the top and say hi to everybody while I'm getting this stuff set up. I do need to go find my phone. I don't know where it is. I still haven't made a social media post. I'm so bad at all of the things you're supposed to do that go into streaming. But you know, here we are. Here we are. But yeah, Shono, if you're still here, if you have anything you want to share, feel free to drop it in the chat. Links are fine for raids, and then I'd be happy to show off any work save art here on stream. But let me scroll up and say hi really fast. I'm glad you were enjoying the dancing songs, I guess. Bach, welcome in. Good to see you. I think your first 2 days in a row, if I'm not mistaken. I need to make a first thing. I don't really know what it would be for, but I need to figure out time to do that. And then of course welcome in Audinet and Sloppy. Yes, high fashion indeed. Which is very funny because I'm like the least fashionable person on the planet. I'm happy in like jeans and a t-shirt, or sweats and a t-shirt, pretty much anything in a t-shirt or hoodie, depending on the season. So you know, this is all in the interest of me trying to work up to doing anything like character art. So trying to do more like clothing type things. I don't think we've done an accessories study before, so if that interests you, if you'd like to try maybe doing some accessories. I literally dreamed this morning. I was like thinking about what to do for the art gym, and I was just like, I really want to learn how to draw belt buckles. So I'm gonna be studying a lot of belts and straps and things. But feel free to do whatever you'd like. I pinned a whole bunch of like bags and hats and scarves and gloves and other accessories that I could think of in that Pinterest board at the top of chat. So if you want to have a place to start, feel free to look around in there. There's not a ton, but it might give you a launch pad. I do try to make sure that I pin things that are not AI, so hopefully that works out. I don't even know if I spelled accessories right. Did I spell that right? Accessories. I don't even know how to spell it, that's how much I care about them. But yeah, I'm gonna probably be focusing on like belts mostly, and things with clasps. Like I ran into this problem the other day when I was drawing a character wearing something, and I realized like I had never really looked very closely at like, you know, how belt buckles work, or how the snap buckles actually look when they're snapped and unstapped, or like the clasps that go on like overalls. Like I just hadn't really put a ton of thought. I don't think any of them are that complicated, but I figured it was something worth studying. So that's what I'm going to be doing. But if that does not sound exciting to you, study whatever you'd want. If this is your first time at the art gym, look around you, draw something you see. Honestly, that's always what I recommend if you're able to. In fact, I might go get some belts out of my closet and do some actual IRL studies of those, just because I think anytime you're looking at something that is, you know, three-dimensional, you're going to have to do a lot more thinking and a lot more studying of the image. It kind of forces you to study versus copy. You can't really copy this. You can observe and study it, but it's not already flat. It's not already two-dimensional. So your brain is gonna have to work a little bit harder and a little bit differently to turn this into a drawing. Whereas if you have like a reference photo that's already two-dimensional and flat right in front of you and you're drawing right next to it, the tendency is going to be to copy. In fact, one way you can even, I was thinking about this too after yesterday's art gym, one way you can maybe even try to, if you're trying to prevent yourself from copying, if that's a habit you're trying to break, put it on a different screen if you have that option, or don't put your reference right next to your drawing space. Maybe have it on your phone and put that separately so that you have to actually look somewhere to observe before drawing. It might help you break out of that like copy mentality. It will make it take a little longer, but that's part of why it's harder and ultimately better for you. So just something to consider. Okay, back to saying hi, sorry. Silval, hello, and of course Oaks. Good to see you. If you guys aren't following Professor Oaks, you sure ought to. It was great to catch your stream last night, Oaks. I'm sorry I had to leave early, but always a good time over there. Who else is in here? Amaze, welcome in, and thank you guys for that hype train. I think it passed, but I appreciate you both. Get caught, yeah, I am got, don't worry. And Dally say, how's it going? Good to see you, Dally. Hope you're doing well. Yangularoo, howdy. Burnabens, hey, long time no see. It's good to see you. How you been? Welcome in. How's life? How's things? How's art? Art Gem Pogs. Hey, Claire. Oh my gosh, so many cool people in chat right now. Welcome. Let's see. Who else do we have? Straps and things. Yeah, something like that. Aw, I'm so sorry, Dally. Maybe doing some studies will help snap you out of it. I don't know about depression, but I know whenever I hit like an art slump, a lot of times doing studies can kind of get me out of it. The way I see it, the worst case, you develop a skill and nothing changes. Best case, it kind of encourages you to want to try to do something different. But I hope that passes for you. I'm so sorry. But welcome in. Happy to have you. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna start with just some very basic belts, I think. Except these are all boring and the same, so I'm gonna do these because they have different clasps and it makes me more interested in them. So this is the one I'm gonna start with. I'm also, I think, really quick gonna go grab my phone and some actual belts out of my closet. And then you guys can judge my lack of fashion sense because they are not nice belts. They're mostly old and or inherited from my mom and or thrift store. So but yeah, hope everyone's well. Let me I'm gonna take a bite of breakfast potatoes, the breakfast of champions. Oh, I need my water too. I just was not ready to start stream. I'm so sorry. Not a pro. Just remember, not a pro. Okay. I have all the things. So many things. So many belts. That's an empty water bottle. Cool. Glad I grabbed that. It's gonna go there. There's one with water in it. Excellent. So I'm probably gonna do a quick study off of this two-dimensional one. I just don't think I'm gonna get as much out of it though as like actually drawing a belt. This one was in my donation pile because it's kind of, I just don't like it that much. But it has an interesting clasp, so maybe that will be something I could do. It's also kind of worn. I'm sort of debating if I should probably just get rid of it. It's like really cracked leather. But maybe I will buckle it really fast. Or slowly. Oh my gosh, yeah, I need to throw this away. This is not donatable. They're just gonna throw it away if I donate it, so. It's like held together, part of it with brown duct tape. This is how I go with fashion, okay? You guys, I just don't care enough. Okay, there we go. I don't even think I buckled that right. So yeah, I've got my little very, very crappy belt here. Maybe I'll draw that one. This one's really simple. It's actually my favorite belt if I had one. It's like just a, I guess this is called a D-ring belt. I don't know, it's like one size fits all. I can have it loose, I can have it tight. The only downside is it's like thicker, so it doesn't fit in every single pair of pants that I have, because some of the belt loops are stupid small. But I do like the way this one goes, and I usually wear it like this. So maybe I will draw that. So I have two. Two is a good option. This one I think I've worn once. Maybe. I don't know. Okay. Fashion, folks, fashion. I have none. Okay, belts. There we are. We have the ratty belt, the canvas belt, and slightly fancier belt. I don't know. Okay. I am going to do a quick study of something for sure. And then for anyone who hasn't been here before, we will be looking at what you guys draw at the end of stream. So if you would like to participate, again, you don't have to draw what I'm drawing. This is just what I felt like drawing today. If you want to do more figure studies, we did figure studies yesterday. If you wanted to do, I don't know, landscape studies, or I don't know, animal studies, whatever you are feeling today, whatever it is that you want to practice. The whole idea behind the art gym is that it is like an accountability session. So whatever you need accountability to actually do, whether it's following a tutorial, practicing foundational stuff, if somebody's working on Drawbox, like Drawbox is really intense. So this is just your session to draw along and suffer with your fellow artists. So if you'd like to do that, feel free to join in. My potatoes are now cold. Sad. Very sad. Time to play Fashion by David Bowie. I don't know that song, so sorry. I'm gonna let you down there, Amaze. Don't have that. Okay. So cold potatoes are tragic, I know. They were slightly warm when I ran over here during the hype train. They are not anymore. Okay. At least they're mashed potatoes, so they're easy to get down. Although it's way more carbs already, probably, than I need today. Okie doke. Oh yeah, I was gonna post on social media. Maybe I'll draw one first, so people know I'm not a sham. It's like, no, we really do draw here. It's not just Casey rambling about potatoes. It's only sometimes that. See, I kind of wanted to draw these belts like on people. So for these images, I'm really more interested in the clasp, not so much in like the rest of it. That's another way you can kind of help your studies be more focused, is if you remember what your purpose is in the drawing. So it's easy to copy when you forget that your purpose is to learn something. So trying to keep in mind like what you're studying, I don't know, it can help you kind of break the habit perhaps of falling into the copying side of the spectrum. I think I made that belt too small. I made them both too small, to be honest. So it looks like they are, I don't actually know how this belt clasp works. They're almost too fancy. Like, I can see how this one works. That's pretty obvious. What is this one? It's like there's two little tiny rings here, but then there's like something going on here that I don't understand. Maybe I'll just skip this one, 'cause I don't know, it's kind of like drawing something that you don't understand the anatomy of. It's like I feel like I'm gonna focus on the wrong parts if I don't really understand it. This one I can see how that belt works, so I'm gonna go ahead and just draw the other one. Hey, Mr. Blu-ray, how are you? Too kind, too kind. No, you are being the best ever. You're so sweet. How's your day going? I hope it's going well. Good, I'm glad it's going good. Hey Fox Confessor, how are you? No, you. Gonna draw along with landscape study. Oh, nice. But now I might want to draw some belts. Well, I don't want to mess up anyone's plans. But yeah, draw whatever you feel. Why not both? You know, if you get tired of landscapes, do belts, or vice versa. There's always more to learn. I'm just gonna quickly sketch these in. Oh, I totally left off the claspy part down here. Oops. I was not paying attention. I gave up too fast on this belt. Okay, so I'm trying to think like what makes up a belt clasp so that when I go to do like a character design or costume design, I can keep those things in mind. Like what are the actual mechanics, you know? So this has got like this T-shaped bit right here that kind of holds the other side on. I'm not sure, I guess you get it on sideways, would be my guess. I don't know. I've just never thought very much about class, I guess, on belts. I don't know why this is what came when I was thinking about last night, but, well, or very early this morning, rather. I should have colored this in before I did all the claspy stuff. That's okay. It's all in the one layer, so there's no saving it. It's just gonna be sketchy. Alright, let's do another. Spit these out really quick, make my social post, and hopefully draw from some observation belts here in a sec. Maybe I should do the clasps on their own layer in case I want to adjust something. Why do I feel like my music's really loud today? Maybe that's just me. We're just, I hit shuffle on the playlist this morning, so hopefully songs at least play in a different order than they normally play around here. I do not like that brush for this. I've got to find some better brushes in Krita that I don't know that I can use for the purpose I'm trying to use them for. Well, I do like how the fabric is kind of pulling against the clasps on this one. Nice little detail. Chase a pavement on my own. I'm gonna try like more grays and add white highlights because I don't feel like I'm getting as much out of these flat. Like just doing the flat lines. Maybe it's the brush I'm using. Ugh, I need to find a better one. I don't like these. If it was a more crisp image, I could do like a metallic study, but they're kind of pixelated, to be honest. I'm not getting a lot of detail. But having like, I don't know, an intentional study, I should say, of like metallic sheen and how it bounces around, I think is also very much something I need to work on. So, that's probably good for me. Chase the pavement on my own. There's like this little bright textured spot here. I'm trying to pay attention to those tiny details. I feel like these are things that would come in handy. Making a convincing drawing later. Or not. Who knows, really? Okay. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. Disgusted. Sorry, pick up there. Where's my music? What happened to it? Oh, it's just really quiet. No, this is too slow. I'm gonna want to fall asleep. Let's do this one. Oh no! Why am I terrible at proportion suddenly? Oh well. Oh, jeez. I don't know if you guys heard that, but somebody just like slammed the front door leaving. Okay. Well, I'm gonna post these, or at least this slide, I don't know. So scribbly. Oh no. Oh, apparently that song is like cut off. I didn't even know that. How did that happen? I somehow managed to have a messed up audio file. Sorry for anybody who really likes the Soggy Bottom Boys. This is my attempt to draw a bag. Oh jeez. Also knock off my Huion from its stand. Why does that keep happening? It's supposed to be grippy. hate that. We're just not drawing a bag. It's just not happening. I wonder if it's because I pushed too hard. Okay. Screenshot. Something something belt, something something. Wow, these look so bad. I think I'm gonna do this belt next. So I'm gonna be drawing from actual observation. I'm probably just gonna like hang it maybe right here on my monitor. No, maybe on my lamp. I need something with like decent lighting. Ugh. That won't fall. It's probably gonna fall. That's terrible. Still lifes are hard. That catch light. The problem is my light is like directly behind my monitor. I'll just put it. Oh wait, maybe I'll do this. Just move my water bottle. Oh no, that won't work. It's too heavy. How do you accessorize? I do not know. Maybe this belt's just a bad choice. Okay. Just rearrange everything, it's fine. There. I guess that will work. Okay, I'm gonna officially actually post that I'm streaming now. Only 30 minutes in, that's fine. Posting on Blue Sky. So if anybody wants to participate in the show and tell piece at the end of the stream, one of the ways you can do that. Oh wow. Oh shoot, I didn't, shoot. Okay, hold on. How do I get that to not go away so I can address it later? Sure, we'll just do this. Okay, so I'm gonna post on Blue Sky. If anybody wants to post but you don't want to join a Discord to do so, one of the ways you can participate in the art stream, in the art gym, is to maybe reply in the comments on Blue Sky. Like especially if you didn't want to like make your own post with like a sketch or something. Some people are particular about what goes on to their social media. So that's fine, I kind of get it, to be honest. But we also have the hashtag, the art gym, that's a way to share. And then of course there is the Discord. So if you're not in the Discord and you'd like to be, there it is right there. No pressure though, I know there's like a gajillion Discords out there. But that has a section called the art gym in it. And you should be able to post any studies that you do today inside that section. And then at the end of stream, we'll be looking, I'll kind of try to look all over to find stuff and just make sure that I don't miss anybody. You can also just like post a link in the chat at the end if you want. As long as it's work safe, I'll be happy to share it here on stream. So it's pretty much how it goes. Let me just make the Blue Sky post really fast. Okay, there we are. Link to the stream. Art gym studies. I have no idea ever how to tag stuff. Feel free to drop your study in the comments here and we will show on stream. There we go. I did it! I made a post. Definitely not the latest I've ever announced that I was streaming, but I wish I could be better about that. Hey Umgoy, how you doing? Did you eat, more importantly? I certainly did. I'm currently eating as we speak. Right now. I'm just so fast that you can't tell. No, I have my breakfast mashed potatoes right here. Okay, I think that's the only places I'm gonna post. We'll do a quick one on Instagram. Just because that one is easier-ish. Mashed potatoes are important, agreed. They're also very, very unnecessary carbs that I'm probably not gonna burn today because I'm gonna be working and sitting mostly for that work all day. But they sounded really good, so. Okay. What was I gonna say? Oh, I was gonna give you guys an update for all of the tech issues and stuff going on at the studio. You probably, if anybody hangs out in the Discord, you probably saw me talking about this a little bit yesterday, but I had my studio landlord just came over yesterday kind of unexpectedly, which was fine, but ended up like fiddling with the internet connection and like rewiring things multiple times and like trying all these different things to work around the issue. We totally like disconnected all the routers and just tried to bypass the routers. And it was still kind of a choppy signal, and so I'm starting to think it's whatever his broadcasting system is that he has set up that gets me my signal. I'm starting to think that that's the thing that's failing and not the routers. I mean, it could be that the routers aren't working well, but it seems like it was seeing the same amount of stutter no matter what. So I think he's gonna have probably the ISP come out again and like do some testing. I'm really hoping that I'm around when that happens so that I can show the person who's working on it, like, here's the issue, and just see if they've got ideas to like how to make it better or how to make it the way it was, frankly, because like it worked fine before. Yeah, so I actually he's not in IT. I thought he was in IT, but he's not. He just works on, I forget what he's like I don't know what he does. He works remotely doing something. So he works with a lot of technology, but he's not in IT. So yeah, that was my misunderstanding. So anyway, yeah, definitely not, because it was working pretty fast. It was just dropping, and then after he did all the rewiring, it's now like 1/4 of the speed that it was before. Like it's back on, but it's like really not having a good time. So I think he just wanted to try a bunch of different ways to see if he could fix it before calling somebody out again, but anyway. It was like 4 hours though. Yeah. So he came over I think at like 4. And it was basically went on until about 8:30. And I was like, I'm gonna go home. Well, it was actually 8. I think it was like just before 8 that he left. So yeah. Didn't get as many things done yesterday as I could have in the studio. 75 a month, more crime free. No, I don't. Ungoy, listen, Ungoy, I really appreciate your enthusiasm to help me, but crime is not the way. Crime is not the way. Much appreciated. I would rather not achieve anything with crime. If it's all the same to you. Which it may not be, but. Crime is how everything gets started. No! Let me have my naive ignorance and think that there's good in the world. Okay. Posted on the Insta. Did all the things. I'm gonna eat my cold mashed potatoes. That's so sad. I wish they weren't cold. Okay. Put that away. What am I gonna put this? Alright. You know how the Great USA of A started? Crime. Crime with a K. Oh boy. Yangularoo. No, I can understand the confusion. Prime sounds like crime. So. But no. I mean, listen, if Amazon wants to pay me to have internet, that's fine too. But until I can get the studio streams back up again, I've definitely noticed a pretty sharp drop in the amount of my payout from Twitch. So it's definitely something, for no other reason, just to help kind of like soften the bite of being an independent freelancer. Would love to get the afternoon streams going again, but even more than that is I I miss having dedicated time to work on my projects, because I find that it's just really hard for me to justify sitting down and just like experimenting with drawing when I could be doing like, there's just like so many research projects I need to do right now. For those who don't know, I just got a notification that my website and my domain are both going up in price this year, like next month. So I've got to either get on the phone and like negotiate with them, or figure out if I'm like somehow on a premium plan that I shouldn't be on. Like I should just be on the standard plans. I don't know what's going on, but it's like gotten way out of control with how much I'm paying to have a website. So if anyone out there has their own website and has recommendations for what you use, please let me know. I am definitely in research mode for that, and I've got to figure out if I need to switch from my current site host and make a new site, which is not exciting because that means I'll have to rebuild my website again. Really not looking forward to that. But yeah, it's just like those kind of things, like those kinds of like crucial small business things that I need to have in place so that they can just kind of like, I don't know, like having a stable website that's updated, and having aw, BJ, thank you for gifting Ungoy. Hope you enjoyed your alien baby. BJ, thank you. That's really kind of you. I really appreciate your support. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, like I want to get my shop updated. I need to order new prints. If I'm going to do more conventions this year, I need to figure out my new setup. There's just like so much of that stuff that I need to be doing. I need to fix my PC still. I need to get my internet fixed so that I can test the fixes that I gave to the PC, or like the updates and stuff that I did, to see if any of those fixed the crash issues that are happening while streaming. And it just feels like there's so many steps that I'm just never done. Oh shoot, and I was gonna, hold on guys, I'm so sorry. I actually need to make a quick call. That's what I was gonna do before stream started. I need to call my doctor really fast. Sorry, this is gonna be like the most boring part of the stream. But I'm gonna mute myself and just make a very quick phone call to see if I can move an appointment that I have today to earlier in the day, so that I can be at the studio in case my landlord wants to come by again this afternoon. They may not be able to, but I'd like to get the internet issue solved if possible. So I'm just gonna, it's a long shot. They probably don't have any openings this morning, but I'm just gonna see if they have an earlier appointment, because right now my appointment is at like 4, which is really late. Uncle, you can flail. Yep, you can. Yeah, you guys enjoy your emotes for like 5 seconds. I'm gonna warm up my potatoes while I'm doing this too. Okay, anyway. Casey's doing crime. No, Casey was warming up her very cold mashed potatoes, and now they are too hot to eat, so we have the opposite problem, where my hand is like burning trying to hold this cup. And I was calling the office, but they said they don't have any earlier appointments, so I'll just have to be oddly spaced today with my times. But I guess I could do some stuff around here. Anyway. Cool. Well, see, I uncrimed the potatoes then. See? See, Ungoy? There's a method to the madness. Alright, I'm gonna draw this belt laying next to me now, so. You're not gonna see the reference, but I promise it's a real belt. It's sitting right next to me. Ooh. For a second, Rue, I thought that you had an oath that said crime, but that's just it's the fire. Ungwe, is that how you're using it? Germs! Oh my gosh, that is such a funny emote. What's with the dot dot face, Amaze? What did I do now? In what way have I let you down immensely at this point in the day? It's so early for that amount of disappointment. What have I done? Is there a method to the madness? Sure. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Absolutely. Most definitely. 100%. I don't even remember why I said that. So there might be a method, but I'm too scatterbrained to remember it. That might be true. Alright, let's get this weird shape. It's just like laying in this really weird way. I don't know if I'm gonna do the whole belt or not, but... trying really hard to think of this in 3 dimensions. I'm not just worried about the edge lines. I'm trying to really think about keeping the width consistent and thinking about how it looks at different angles and stuff. Yeah, the process. Trust the process of madness for sure. I feel like if there's madness here, it's a very low grade sort of madness, right? Like, I don't feel like I'm that bad, am I? I don't know, maybe don't answer that, I guess. Just a little easily distracted. Is that the same thing as madness? Maybe that's my crime, Ungwe. Just the crime of being easily distracted. Messy belt. I'm sorry, a what now? I'm sorry, Rue. Did you accidentally just keyboard mash? You want me to draw a humu what? I can't even say this. A humu nuku pua. This sounds like a crazy island bird or something. What? I don't have any idea if I said that correctly. Alright, we'll draw it. Sure. Yeah, I've totally heard of this animal before. Totally know what it is. You're definitely not just gonna get a random bird. It's not gonna happen. Nope. It has DNA and everything. Oh, we're running out of room. I don't think I can fit that bird's name on this page, so we're gonna make a new page here. So for anybody who hasn't been around for a Draw Me an Animal before, basically the way it works is... so spacing it out actually doesn't help me at all, Amaze, but thank you. I appreciate the effort. Oh yeah, yeah. It definitely sounds like an island creature to me. Okay. Group layer, here we go. And a regular layer. Okay. So the Draw Me an Animal game, if you haven't played it with or haven't watched me play before, is basically humu nuku I'm gonna stop saying things on stream that are ridiculously clippable. I'm just gonna write it. So the way this game works is I have to I have to write, or excuse me, I have to draw whatever I think this animal is. And if you want to play along, go for it. Whatever you think it is. You could draw one at home if you wanted to. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I'm spelling this right. Kuapua? Oh my gosh. Yeah, the little apostrophe does lead me to believe it's Hawaiian. I'm gonna go with some kind of bird. I can't write it any better than that. I'm sorry. But yeah, I'm gonna draw what I think it is. I'm gonna have 5 minutes to do so, and then we're gonna learn about what this animal actually is. So if you want to look it up on your own and see if you can figure out what it, if you want to just see how far I get from it, because it's probably not gonna be close. It's either a bird or a fish, I bet. Because like anytime I don't know an animal, as you all know, my guesses tend to be either bug, fish, or bird if I don't know the name of the creature. It usually doesn't steer me too far off. But let's see, it is 10:52, so I've got 5 minutes to draw this. I'm just gonna draw, I don't even know. I'm gonna draw a little bird with like fun tropical feathering, I suppose. Three minutes writing out exactly terms. Yeah, it's a mouthful. I am not gonna try to say, you know, I do know one person here on Twitch from Hawaii. If they were in chat, I would ask them to, if they know what this animal is. Alright, this is my guess. It's probably wrong, but I'm doing a verb. Also, welcome in, Odin. How you doing? It's good to see you. We're playing the Draw Me Animal game, so this is not, in fact, an accessory. Just note, for anyone coming in, birds are not accessories, they are animals. However, we are playing a game, a 5-minute sketch game, because as I just finished talking about, I'm easily distracted, and it's fun. It's fun to learn about new animals, so I will always take the excuse. I'm gonna make it greenish. Part of me was thinking red would be the way to go, but we're gonna say green with some yellow. That feels like a good combo. Maybe a little red. I could do all three. Guys, my potatoes smell so much better now that they're warm. And they're tempting me right now. But I only have a few minutes. Oh hey Shura, how's it going? Good to see you. Welcome in, welcome in. Would have guessed maybe some kind of fish. Yeah, that's true. It could, it very, very well may be a fish. Like when I don't know, like I said, when I don't know the animal, I just guess a fish, a bug, or a bird. And I think the pua part is probably reminded me of the kakapoo. So that's probably why I went with a bird. It just made me think bird. But alas, we'll find out in a minute how wrong I am. Trying to say the name. Yeah, somebody, hey, you guys record yourselves saying the name of this animal so that I don't feel silly for having just tried to say that on the internet multiple times. Thanks, appreciate it. Let's do spots, because you know what? Why not? Why not do spots? Flashy boy. Okay, there's my... I'm gonna call it a humu. Or a... No, I'm gonna call it a nuku. Nuku kakupua? Is that how you say it? Nukuapua. I'm gonna call it that. That's a little more I can like handle that part of the name. Let's see. We're just gonna add a little bit since I have some extra time. Sometimes I like to like put them on a habitat. I kind of wanted to make it a ground-dwelling bird, but again, I think that's because I was thinking of the kakapoo. So I'm gonna say it's just a bird. Sits in the trees, does tree things, you know, like hides in leaves. That's what birds do. That's the only reason they're in trees, just so you guys know. They're hiding in leaves. For sure. Hey Centroa, how are you? Thanks for dropping in. Much color verb. Yeah, sure. Hopefully. Hopefully it's at least a verb. Alright, I think I am about at my 5-minute mark, so let's go ahead and see what this animal is. Oh my gosh, humu humu. It's a fish! Is it at least green and yellow? No, it does have yellow. It's a triggerfish! Okay, so see, if you had said triggerfish, I would have known. Because they have really distinctive faces. It is not, in fact, a bird. I'm totally wrong. It is a triggerfish, everybody. So this is the, I assume, local name for it. Yeah, there we go. The rectangular triggerfish, the wedge-tail triggerfish, or by its Hawaiian name, that. Meaning triggerfish with a snout like a pig. Wow. Okay, so we just like really described this animal in that name. They're really pretty. Yeah, triggerfish do have really weird mouths. They're very they have like little weird human smiles almost. To be fair, it has a beak. I like the way you think, Suntra. I like the way you think. Hey Neil, welcome in. Sorry to anybody who I missed while I was drawing the that Draw Me an Animal game. For anyone who hasn't been around for that before, you can redeem that once every half hour. It's just a game we play around here. And then we get to learn about a fun animal, and then I will probably forget that this animal is this thing within 3 months, so we've definitely had instances where people have asked for the same animal, and I've still forgotten. So, trapezoidal is a great way to describe this fish. Wrasses are cool, but I feel like they don't they have like different faces? I just remember triggerfish because they have that really triangular broad. Wrasses are really cool. They're really pretty. But they have this like really almost like Roman nose situation. And just, I mean, it looks like somebody stuck a shovel head on the end of a fish. A rhombus fish, if you will. Yeah, exactly. Well, there we go. This is the Draw Me an Animal game. Let's see if we can find a fun fact. Okay, so the reef triggerfish is characterized by having a noticeably large snout and blue lips. Oh my. That resemble that of a pig's snout. I guess there is like a blue stripe there. And I thought that was, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of thought that was just a camera effect. I didn't realize that was actually the color on it. It has strong teeth, a terminal mouth, which, oh yeah, they're toothed fish. Ooh. That's, teeth on fish kind of freak me out, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, they make sounds. That's cool. They make grinding, drumming, grunting, and snapping sounds. That's cool. Well, if you guys want to learn more about the reef triggerfish, here you are. You genuinely didn't know? This is the only way you know this animal? Wait, did you grow up in Hawaii? How is this the... Really? You've never heard of a triggerfish before? I'm like shocked right now. Maybe I guess I just read lots of animal books as a kid. Maybe, I don't know, this feels like triggerfish, parrotfish. I feel like those are like angelfish. Like those are like the tropical reef fish. Your grandparents have taken their family there. Wow! That's really unique. I only know people, like friends who've been to Hawaii. It's so expensive to get there. Kid watched Octonauts a ton. The Humu had a featured episode. Oh, so apparently maybe it's becoming popular to refer to it by its Hawaiian name. I've only ever heard of the triggerfish. Now, granted, there's like tons of species of triggerfish, so I'm not sure if I've heard of that particular one. But like, I mean, triggerfish are iconic looking in my opinion as far as reef fish. I feel like this is the one you see most often in aquariums at zoos or in documentaries. Like, because they have such like striking, you see this one a lot too, because they just have really striking patterns. So yeah, maybe I'm not like super familiar with that one particular triggerfish, but they all have that very distinctive face shape. This one's really pretty. And fish are wild, guys. Well anyway, before I get too caught up in like colorful fish, there we go. That was the Draw Me an Animal game. Hey Rayor, how are you? It's good to see you. Welcome back in. Welcome back in. But Hawaiian name is more fun. It's more fun to say if you're not on stream and possibly being like clipped and made fun of, maybe. Yangu is Hawaiian royalty. Oh, I do like this new Roo lore. You picked the wrong animal though. If you're it's like a different island nation. Yeah, I kept it within the vertebrates. Pat on the head there. Thank you for that, Germs. We are gonna have an ad break here in just a minute, but I'm gonna try really hard to... Oh, scribble green all over my belt. No. I'm gonna try really hard to like get at least the basic sketch of this done. We're gonna take a short stretch break during the ads, so if you don't have a sub or turbo, all you're missing is just me stretching, which is not very exciting, I promise you. And then we'll be back to the drawing right after that. everything is just exactly Charlie's Dragon. Also, hi, how are you? It's good to see you. I mean, if you want to get extremely technical, yes, all vertebrates are technically fish, but it's hard to separate the idea of fish as being like a vertebrate rather than a class of animal, like a type of creature. So I think it's less confusing to just keep fish being referring to those specific spiny and refinned aquatic vertebrates. If Rue is royalty, I wonder if she's related to King. True. Yeah. Just to keep the vernacular somewhat less confusing. If it has a spine, it's a vertebrate, yes. And technically fish were the first, I think. Well, I don't know if they were the first, but they were one of the earliest vertebrates, and everything kind of like came from that initial common ancestor, which is why technically everything is a fish, but again, it's just less confusing to keep fish as a descriptor of a type of animal rather than referring to it like as all vertebrates, basically. Okay, I had to eat my potatoes, I'm sorry. They were getting cold again. Okay, we are going into an ad break. So, if you get stuck in ads and you want to support the channel, feel free to just kind of lurk and, you know, mute the tab if you don't want to hear them. Go take a break, stretch, go to the bathroom. I'm going to be doing stretches, and I already ate my potatoes. I'm going to be doing stretches and drinking some water. I won't be drawing or anything, and then we'll get back to that after the ads. That way nobody has to miss anything if that's something that you care about. I don't know why, because I'm just drawing this really weird floppy belt that's sitting next to me, but I don't know, maybe that's interesting to somebody. So, mashed potatoes and push-ups. Did I put bacon on it? No, I don't have any bacon. But the reason we do our ads like this, 180 seconds, is just to eliminate pre-roll ads for people coming in to check out the stream. So thank you for anyone who sits through that. If you don't, I understand. They can be off-putting. So I'll see you guys when the ads are finished. And I'm gonna hydrate right now because the potatoes are very salty. Okay. I do have some frozen uncooked bacon, but I don't want to put that on my potatoes. I need to actually find time to cook something. Alright, so if you can hear the sound of my voice, it looks like the ads have begun. Then this is your friendly reminder to unshrimp. If you are listening to the sound of my voice, just, you know, kind of take your spine, which is maybe hunched like this in a slightly shrimp-esque shape, and just kind of overcorrect by making like a C shape. So you're just going to arch your back and push your shoulder blades together. You can also push your neck back. I've heard it said to like push your chin toward your I guess collarbones. That's one way you can do it. I like to just like straighten my spine out. It's kind of a weird thing to describe, but anyway, I'm trying to realign everything, and I'm trying to hold my shoulders really tightly, almost trying to make them touch as I'm arching my back, and this is going to oh, thank you for the hearts on screen, Rayor. Yes, and so I'm trying to hold them together for about 20 seconds at least, and really flex those muscles. Oh my gosh! Tad, thank you! My goodness. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that sub. I hope you enjoyed your alien baby, which was on this side, not this side, this side. Because I'm a pro streamer. I totally remember these things every time. But I hope you're doing well. Thank you for the support. It means a lot. Yeah, after 20 seconds, go ahead and like kind of relax your arched back and just kind of drop your shoulders, and this is going to put you into a more upright position. Idea being that over time you can kind of correct your posture if you do that every time you think about having a hunch or notice that you're kind of slouching. I try to do it when I'm walking every once in a while, when I'm sitting, when I'm driving. It's just a good practice, I think. Yes, don't forget to hydrate. Thank you for that, hydrate, Rayor. I really need to finish this water bottle. Hey Easel! Oh my gosh, there's so many cool people in chat today. Thank you all for hanging out. We're doing crime for Casey. We're not though. We're really not, I promise. We're not doing crime. We're not doing any crime. We are doing stretches, so I guess if stretching is a crime, then I'm guilty. Guilty as charged? I think that's the phrase. Oh yeah, we're doing wrist exercises. I have 30 seconds to get the carpal tunnel away. I'm gonna quickly do my favorite one. If we hit another ad break, I'll kind of walk chat through the carpal tunnel stretch that I like, but for now. Settles donkey. Oh my gosh, you guys. Ungoi has this strange knack for getting everyone involved in shenanigantery. Tad's like, I love crime. Oh boy. How are you guys doing? It's good to see you. How are you doing? So there's a lot of cool artists in chat I need to shout out. I've been bad about shoutouts today. We've had some very cool folks drop in. We got Toilet After Dark, Be It Easel, Toshi's in here. I mean, my mods, half of them are awesome streamers. Santroa. Anyway, you guys should all go follow everybody. And I'll try to, after I finish this belt, I'll try to catch up on those. Or if a mod isn't drawing and wants to do some shoutouts, feel free. But we should be back from ads. I really want to finish this belt. I'm not sure if I want to keep doing belts. Or not. Honestly, I was mostly interested in drawing the clasp, like not even the belt itself. So I'm not even sure. Music is slightly too loud. Thank you for letting me know. Or I'm too quiet. That's a possibility as well. Dally streams as well, folks. We have so many cool streamers in chat right now. It might be this song. Is that any better, Dally? I'm just kind of rambling and muttering to myself anyway, so. How am I at knots? Probably not great would be my guess. Yeah, sorry about that. Sometimes various music, or like various tracks are just like way louder, and then the next one you may not even be able to hear it. I really don't know how to, I really don't know how to fix that. Wait, has it already been half an hour since the last drawing animal? Is my redeem not on the right cooldown? We just did one, I felt like right before the ads. Oh my gosh, it has been? Are you kidding? Okay, we'll do that one in a second then. Let me at least draw this belt buckle, Santroa. Oh, that's fair, Dolly. Well, people can still follow and support. I sometimes follow people who don't even stream, just in case they ever decide to stream. Because I'm just weird like that, I guess. You meant illustrating knots? No, I knew what you meant. Did I make it sound like... I mean, I'm not bad at tying knots. I don't think I draw them very often enough to know. Or I don't draw them often enough to know that's better English. I don't think I draw knots very often. I think if I were to draw a knot freehand, it would be something like this. It would just be like... I don't know. Yeah. Something like that. And then there'd be like an end that was frayed. So the answer is no. The answer is no. They only have like 1 or 2 knot badges in Girl Scouts, so I think I just got the one that they had, and it was like basic knots. The ones that I still use though, other than like your basic square knot, is I use a slip knot pretty regularly. But I don't really have much use for like sailing knots. So I mostly use a slip knot, just a square knot, but... Can I put up a teepee? No. When am I ever gonna have that need? Listen, I'm only into skills that I can use. Arbitrary skills for the sake of a skill is not as interesting to me. I don't think that was part of our training. Also, we mostly just camped. When was the last time you set up a teepee and actually needed one, Ungoi? It's a shelter. When was the last time you made one? It's a simple question. Like, when are you gonna be in the woods, needing shelter, and just magically have a giant piece of cloth or leather? I think it's much more. We did a lot of lean-to shelters, which was just like we used to do that for fun actually. When we would find, I don't know, when I was a kid, my cousins and we would go play on my aunt's property. Find like a shrubby underbrush area and just like make a lean-to. Like feral children. But no, I think an igloo would be more practical than a teepee. Made one in your head, that doesn't count. Like I said, I didn't say it wasn't a skill, I said I'm into practical skills. I like skill building that might actually come in handy someday. Like unnecessary skill is like it's not really worth remembering for me. Not that I can hardly remember stuff that is worth remembering, so I need to save as much brain space. What little brain space I have needs to be salvaged and protected. Let's see. Okay, I got the buckle in. Let's do this drawing animal. You're gonna make a lean-to greenhouse when the rain stops? A lean-to greenhouse? Do you just have like glass panels sitting around? How do you make a lean-to greenhouse? That doesn't happen every time. I thought going on an outdoor hike was a 70% chance of a romantic outing and a 30% chance of an adventurous outing. That has not been my experience. Elodnid. I'm sure you're making a joke, but fantastic voyage. Thank you so much for that follow. That's really, really kind. I appreciate that. Welcome in. No, I would say like 90% adventure. Well, no, okay. I'll say 70% adventure, like 25% casual, and like 5% romantic. Maybe. I don't know. At least the guys I've hiked with, there's been very little romance. It's been mostly just climbing on rocks. Close my porch with said panels. Oh, interesting. Oh, you have some greenhouse panels. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. So I'm gonna save and go back to the drawing animal. Hopefully I can do better on this one. Again, if anyone has not been around for a drawing animal before. Oh, I don't have any of my Twitch panels open. That's how ill-prepared I was for this stream. Hold on. Thank you, Mons, for doing all the work. I've not been able to keep an eye on anything. Let's see. Were you in chat when Danny was telling a story about trying to light a campfire at the St. George dig? No, I missed it. My internet was out for like 4 hours yesterday. I missed most of yesterday's stream. Neil, if he had talked about it yesterday. I've missed a lot of stuff on stream, like on a lot of people's streams though, over the past few weeks because of all my tech issues at the studio. It's been extremely frustrating, but I'm sure it was funny. I don't know how to do, like I know how to do a friction fire in theory. I have a flint stick. I'm not very good with the flint stick. I feel like you have to be really precise with the spark, and you end up wasting a lot of strikes trying to get it to land on the kindling. But like I know in theory how you would get it done with friction, with like a strap and like rotating it to get it to rub against the other, like the stump. I feel like that's probably the best way. But yeah, I'm a big proponent of just always having matches or a lighter on hand. I feel like that's, like in a survival situation, I think it'd be cool to know how to do those things, but realistically you're gonna save a lot of time if you can just make a one match fire, which I am very proud of. I can do a one match fire. It's not super hard. But I do also carry, when I go camping, I carry these fire starters that I made just to make it way easier. If anyone wants to make a DIY fire starter, just like random pro tip, I guess, if you feel like camping with a fire starter. If you use a cardboard egg carton and like melt wax into them, it doesn't have to be a wick. I know it sounds weird if you've never seen one before, but basically whenever I have a candle that's all used up and it won't burn anymore, but there's like all the extra wax on it, I'll just put it in the oven on a low temp, let it all melt down, and then put some wax paper down, sit like a cardboard carton of eggs on top, like empty, and just pour the extra wax into those little cups. They harden, then you can break them off in little chunks, and each one of those little chunks will burn for like 15 to 20 minutes, and it's enough time to like, you just put it under your kindling and you just like, you know, go small to large, and there you have your fire. Steel and flint. Yeah, the flint stick strikes, those strike sticks are like, I need to practice with mine more, but I feel like I've practiced with it so much to the point that I've probably wasted like 300 of the strikes that it has. And so it feels like, I don't know, it feels like I need to do better. Anyway. Lint from the dryer is a good fire, it's true. That's true. Your computer's been struggling to even watch multiple streams at the same time. Yeah, I've had that trouble too, Pyro. I've started actually, I don't know, maybe you're already doing this and I'm just dumb and didn't know I could do this, but I've been going to like the actual stream settings, like on the video, and going to that little cog wheel and lowering the video quality playback to like 170 if it has that option, or 160 or whatever it is. And that tends to help quite a bit. But you probably already know that. Alright, where's my redeems? Hold on, I can't find rewards, request. Here we go. Draw me an animal, long wattled umbrella bird. Long wattled umbrella bird. Shoot, did we do this one before and I thought it was one thing and it wasn't? This sounds familiar. I feel like we did an umbrella bird before and I was totally wrong. Long wattled. Oh, I ate too many potatoes, I'm getting sleepy. Long wattled. Oh, there it goes, there it goes. Umbrella bird. Okay. Clear that one. Get off this page because I think it's being laggy. I don't know why OBS keeps blacking out on me. It freaks me out every time though. Okay, yeah, I don't know how to stop it from doing that. Alright, so the Draw Me an Animal game, the way it works, if you haven't played with us before, is basically don't give me any hints in chat, feel free to look it up on your own. I have 5 minutes to draw. It is 11:18. So I'm gonna go for, I don't know, until 11:23-ish. Long wattled umbrella bird. I feel like I had to draw this one before, and I feel like I drew this bird when I drew it before. Like I drew that like bird of paradise that has like the crazy dance and the little feet that stick out under his head, but that's not right, so at least I don't remember it being right. I remember it being, I think it was like a brown bird? I don't remember, it's been too long since I've done an umbrella bird. I don't remember what it is. See, this is the problem. This is the problem. I forget. My brain is too full of other thoughts that are stupid. Clearly. I don't remember what this is. I feel like it like protects somehow and that's where it gets its name from. I don't remember. Central, you picked a hard one. Long wattled umbrella bird. Or maybe it was like the shape of the nest or something? No, that was the oven bird. I don't recall. I don't recall. Umbrella bird. Has waddles. Okay, I'm just gonna guess. I have no idea. Alright, it is now actually 11:19. So I just spent 2 minutes pondering. Came up with nothing. So we're gonna draw some waddles on a bird for sure. That's definitely happening. And that looks like a weird vulture turkey. Not a turkey vulture, mind you. Precision, oh, I can't even say it. Precision of language. It's a vulture turkey. I don't remember anything about this bird. Were the waddles, maybe the waddles were feathers. Maybe they weren't actually like skin waddles. I'm gonna go with feather waddles. That feels like something I want to pursue. And maybe something like, I'm just basically drawing this but with whiskers right now. Can you see my schema for a bird right here, folks? Do you guys see my bird schema? It's on full display at the moment. This is exactly it. I don't know anything about this animal. And then we're gonna put a schema's mentioned. We have a counter now, Dali. Feel free to claim it. Exclamation point schema if you want to add to the counter. They didn't just waddle away. Oh my gosh. Somebody please roll some cheeses. This egregious pun. There you go. Scheme acclaimed. Thank you for throwing that cheese. I don't know if I'm doing this right. I think it might actually be a darker color. I don't know. I have no idea. What if I keep saying I don't know if it will make me know? That seems like logic, right? Let's see, he's got whisker waddles. Maybe like a red? I'm like picturing a bird that's probably not this bird. I remember seeing a bird that had like long whiskers and kind of darker, like reddish belly or something. I have no idea. I don't know. Nope. Oops, I meant to make that black. There we go. Yeah, sure. This is an umbrella bird, everybody. 100%. This is definitely an umbrella bird. It's certainly not me just making stuff up. We're gonna put him on a branch too. His branch is gonna be darker. And dead. He's on a winter branch right now. There we go. Okay, I want to see what this is. I probably got it totally wrong, but I'm really curious. Long waddled umbrella bird. It showed up really fast. Oh, it is dark. Oh, it does have. Wait, is that whiskers? Yeah, it has like feathers. I do remember this. I knew it was. I knew it should have gotten darker. I did not recall the pompadour. Oh, and I really underestimated the waddles. Holy cow. So it has a pompadour and waddles. You guys, look at this bird. Yeah, this rings a bell. I may have even pinned one of these pictures. Look at this. It looks like he's wearing a scarf. But no, it's the waddle. Look at it. It's all covered in feathers, not skin. So it's not as feathery as I was thinking. But that pompadour, though. You guys, look at this. This bird is like an anime character. Like, what is going on? Wow. Look at it. It can like flare up and puff up like a freaked out cat. I bet this thing makes noise. I would almost guarantee this makes some kind of a sound. I want to hear it. I don't think any of those are like calls though. So we've even clicked it recently. Long-wadded umbrella bird. Spanish name. Was there another umbrella bird that had the whiskers? Did I get it confused with a different umbrella bird? Oh, here's the red one. I did remember one having red. Okay. So I just like mushed them all together in my brain. The pompadour, I've got to remember if this ever gets called again. The pompadour. You guys, look at this animal. Okay. Where does it live? It's vulnerable! Oh no, we have to save the bird of class. It's in South America. Okay. From Pacific slopes of southwest Colombia and western Ecuador. Very cool. Alright, large throat waddle of feathers, while females and juveniles have no or a much smaller waddle. The length of the waddle can be controlled. It can be controlled. And it can be retracted in flight. What? I want to see that. Hold on. Long waddled umbrella bird. Flying. Can fly short distances. I want to see. I don't think any of these are going to be right, but... Oh, oh, oh. YouTube's moving slow. It's not- oh, but it's retracting. Look at that. Look at- do you guys see the preview? How it's like dropping and getting longer? That's creepy as heck. Oh, look at it. So I guess it can like suck it up or something while it flies and then drop it down when it's not flying. That is so weird. That is so strange. Okay, well, if you guys want to learn more about this animal, here you are. Elvis Presley bird? Yeah, for sure. Check out my little tankle, yeah. Something like that for sure. Well, there you are, folks. The long, wattled umbrella bird. It just has a pompadour that can, like, put all other pumps to shame, I think. Alright, I'm gonna pin this. Probably for the second time. Crass Joker deck, thank you. Alright, let's see. Avian. Don't worry, everybody was thinking it of me. Let's see. I don't know where they go, so I'm just gonna put them in avian. They might be related to something crazy like cuckoos. Passiforms, they're in contignate. You were waiting for your comment to be deleted. Yeah. No, it was just skirting the edge. You guys are doing great. You know, creative jokery is always good too. Yeah, I don't know what these are. Tyrannida? Oh, they're related to these crazy rock birds. These things are cool too. Alright, I'm saving both of those. Okay, let's get back on track. So I'm gonna give myself like 70% on, we'll say like 70 or 60% on that one. I think I got closer than I thought I was gonna get. I gotta finish these belt buckles. Bye. What is the purpose of the waddle? I presume it's to attract a mate. That would be my guess, Neilf. The pompadour is why they're called umbrella birds. I'm gonna try to remember that, Charlie's Dragon, because it's like an umbrella shape on their head. I have to remember this. I'm probably not going to, and it's probably going to get requested in like 2 months, and I'll still not remember. We'll have to have this whole conversation again, but for now, that's my attempt. They're in the fun hair club for sure. What a hipster. Yeah. Umbrella hat bird. There we go. Yeah. I'll figure it out one of these days, maybe, possibly, potentially. Words, words, words. Alright, I'm gonna finish this belt, you guys. Gotta finish the belt. It is already 11:30. How did that happen? Wait. Why isn't it coloring? There it goes. Okay. The brown that I am seeing is more of a muted brown. I remember, yeah, you remember me drawing the bird of paradise. See, that's the problem. Sometimes I associate my crappy guess as the animal, and then I can't escape it. It's like, oh no, this will be incorrect forever in my head. I need to go through and just like practice drawing more like uniquely specific birds. Maybe we'll do a birds of paradise or like unique birds study day. I feel like there's so many. We should probably do fish again too. I haven't done fish in a while. Fish are fascinating. A drawing that has some made-up elements but is from a photo. You mean like a style study? Like an artist study? Is that what you're asking? We've been talking about maybe doing a special, like style study day. I mean, typically I feel like it's like, it should just be like majority observation, like from something that's real, I guess, for the art gym. Or, I don't know, it's sort of tricky. I mean, I guess the whole purpose of the idea of it being from observation is so that people aren't just making stuff up and putting it in the art gym, because that tends to be the more fun type of drawing. And the whole idea with art gym is like we're trying to hold each other accountable to do like the tougher stuff. So if it's a study of some kind, I don't know, you can always, if you're unsure, you can always just like ask a mod to look at it or something. But as long as it's from observation, because like I've done like tutorials and stuff, and those aren't like real things that I'm practicing. And there's people who do like foundational things that they're like anything that's for practice or a study, with just like at least 90% of it being a study. Like every once in a while people might add some flair, and I get that. We against fun? No, not against fun, no. No, it's more just like I need to be held accountable to actually do studies, because all I want to do is draw from imagination. And so it's sort of just supposed to be like this opportunity for people to struggle together and draw from observation. But yeah, I mean, you can always post it, and if it's not, I'll just say, we'll just we just won't spend a ton of time on it. It's happened before, so it's not like to get in trouble or anything. It's not that big of a deal. It happens, I would say, pretty regularly. Or like somebody will accidentally post like character art in there. We'll just say, hey, it goes over here. Like, it's not a huge, I would like to think it's not a huge deal. I hope nobody feels like they're in trouble or something. You slapped a saddle on the dog. Oh, that's, I mean, if the dog, you could probably put it there, it's probably fine. Like like an element that's not from observation, that's just like a joke, is, I don't know, that happens a lot. Again, it's more like the idea is just to encourage each other to do studies. So if it's a study, I think you're all good. Although we are thinking, I don't know if you've heard or if anybody else in chat hasn't been here for this conversation, but the last few streams I've been talking about this idea I've had to do like a character camp, I think is what I want to call it. I thought about calling it character boot camp, but then that makes it sound like I know anything about characters, and I sure don't. Like, I just want to get better at doing character art. And so I'm thinking about doing, once I get my internet working again and my afternoon streams going again, I'd like to do some character design streams, like specifically working on like shape language. And the idea with character camp would be like people in chat could just like throw out words like live here on stream, and I'd pick like, you know, 3 or 4, put them on the screen, like write them down or something, and then those would be our prompt words for the hour or for the 2 hours or however long, and you just have the rest of that time to like try and design some characters using just those prompt words, just like a fun exercise to help. At least for me, I would probably use it to do varieties of like shapes and different ways that people can, like, you can interpret those words to design characters, different ways you can interpret those into the elements, like, I don't know, like strong could be physically strong, but it could also be like somebody who just seems like emotionally strong or has like a lot of iron or something. So I don't know. That's something that might be interesting to you. Thank you for the raid, Diana the Ashen. Welcome in, welcome in. I'm doing some observational study today of accessories. Haven't gotten very far because we keep getting distracted with Draw Me an Animal Game. but welcome in. I'm drawing from a belt that's sitting next to me on this one. I am going to change that underdrawing to a slightly more muted brown because it just, I don't know, bothers me less. Well, apparently I did all those colors the same, so they're going to have to stay. Oh, thank you so much for that follow, Andre, I'm just going to say Andre. I'm not sure, I don't want to mispronounce your entire name and be offensive, but thank you for the follow. Sketches for arms help so much. Oh, really? Oh, that's awesome. Aw, well, good, thank you. I'd love to see what you were working on today. If you had any art you wanted to share, or a link you want to drop. If you have to read and run, that's totally okay, but yeah, welcome in, welcome in. Welcome to the art gym. For anybody who hasn't been here before, my name is Casey, and I am an illustrator. I'm trying to get into the industry with like book illustration, graphic novels, book covers. Thank you so much, Kitsune. But yeah, so in the mornings when I do my morning streams, which right now that's all I'm doing, unfortunately, because I'm having some tech issues, but we call it the art gym. So it's from like, right now it's from 10 a.m. to about noon. Starting in April, it's going to be 9 a.m. Mountain Time until about 11 a.m. Mountain Time. So it's going to move up by an hour. So just everybody keep that in mind. But like this would be about the time we would have ended by now probably. Hopefully, if my plan works, just so I can get my day going a little sooner. But yeah, so we do the art gym. The whole idea is like we're here to get the bad drawings out, work together on various prompts. I can show you a few of the ones from this month. I kind of saved my files here by month. And so let's see, we've done accessories today. We did figure draw. Oh, these were terrible. I struggled so much with these figures. We did figure drawing yesterday. We did bears the day before. I tend to be more of a creature artist, but I'm trying really hard to work on like humans and objects, and somewhere in here there's like planes. I swear there's planes. We do, you know, environmental studies sometimes, like this was the waterfall study. Here's the planes. We've done cars, we've done architecture. We try to do, yeah, there was a frog. We try to do just a variety every single morning, and the idea is it's like here to warm you up and get you kind of creatively thinking. And the whole idea of the art gym is to practice your observation skills, like to become a better artist. I know, like, we were actually just talking about this, like the purpose that like why studies are hard for artists. It's because we all want to do the imaginative drawing. We want to make our own characters. We want to design our own worlds. We want to just be silly and doodle. But the hard work of like doing observational drawing is actually what's going to make us all better. But a lot of times, at least speaking for myself, a lot of times we just don't do the practice that we need to be doing in favor of doing the more fun, quote unquote, stuff. So this kind of stuff, like forcing myself to sit down and have some accountability and do a study session, is it's helpful to me, and I'm hoping it's helpful to others out there. So I kind of invite everybody to study along. You don't have to draw what I'm drawing. Like if you want to draw something else, go for it. I always encourage people to look around them and draw what you see, because you're going to learn more that way. But then at the end we share it. And so we'll be doing the share part of this in about 10-15 minutes probably. And then I'll be heading out around noon. It's typically when we end right now. But like I said, in April, we're going to be scooting everything forward by about an hour. So just be aware of that for anybody who's a regular or who would like to be a regular. But I also do, oh, and I see your link, thank you. I'm just gonna really quick do my little introduction spiel, and then I wanna look at your work. So you guys don't go anywhere, because we're gonna look at Diana's cool art here in a sec. But I also, in the afternoons, when I'm doing my afternoon streams, I do longer format projects. So sometimes I do sculptures like this. This is a dinosaur sculpture that I did a couple months ago at this point. I take it to like cons and stuff, and it's available on Ko-fi. I also have a comic that I'd like to start working on again this year called Drift. You can read that if you'd like to, !Drift if you're interested. And then stickers, I do a lot of stickers. I actually want to do a whole lot more stickers. I'm working on getting a sticker making setup at my studio. Anyway, I'm an illustrator, so like stuff like this is what you're primarily going to see me working on in the afternoon. I'm trying to build up my portfolio, get into like kids books, graphic novels, all that stuff, like I said. And trying to find, right now I'm kind of in this style search mode. I feel like my style's sort of all over the place. And I'm trying to find something that is something I feel comfortable in, but looks like a finished piece that I could deliver to an art director. I just don't feel like I'm there yet, but maybe soon. I'm going to be resubmitting to agents and art directors here in a few months, so we'll see how it goes. But I do creature design stuff as well. We do this thing called Sea Slug Dragons, where we'll look at a sea slug like this one, and then I'll create like a creature design based off of it. I think it's a lot of fun. Anyway, that's what I do. Let's see what Diana was working on. Recently finished this one. Ooh, this is beautiful. Very, very pretty. Oh my gosh, I love these muted colors. I need to work in more grays. I feel like my work, because I've been leaning into kids books so hard, has just gotten so saturated over the years, and I really want to dial it back and like get back into some more muted palettes. This is really pretty. I really like, because like look how impactful that purple, even though like this blue is pretty bright, but like these reds and purples are pretty muted, but in this gray palette they look super, super bright. This is awesome. I love this. I think this is really, really pretty. If you guys are not following Diana the Ashen, make sure that you do. There's that. I know we gave you a shout out already, but there's one again now that we're looking at your work. And thanks for sharing. Thanks for raiding in. Thanks for anybody who came in on the raid too. It looks like Hack Artist. Hello, hello. Good to see you. I think I missed some folks up at the top of chat too. So I apologize if anybody said something that I missed. Let's see. Today was just making lots of sketches for new commissions. That's fair. Sometimes when I raid after doing these warm-up streams, I'm like, really don't want to show my warm-up studies, so I totally understand. Thank you for sharing this. This is beautiful. You love the idea of getting the bad drawings out. Yeah, I think it's been really helpful for me. Oh my gosh, and hold on. You guys who just followed, you totally pushed me over the edge on Twitch. Let me go check. But I think it's now lying to everybody. Wherever it is. I don't even know where it is. Yeah, Twitch is now lying to everyone thanks to you all, so thank you. It's now saying I have 2.9k followers. I do not. I do not, but thank you for making it look like I'm more popular than I am. But yeah, this is beautiful work. Oh, I'm glad you like the bears. Dally says, I prefer observational work. Do you? That's awesome. I think that's really cool, actually. I'm getting to where I like it more. I don't think I'll say I prefer observational work. I think it'd be really cool to get to that point where I prefer it. Observation is insane. It's super helpful. Yeah, for sure. Your viewers say you're afraid of color. We have the opposite issue. If you could take both of us and just mix us together, we would be such a balanced artist. But thank you so much again for the raid. Thank you for sharing your lovely work here with us. I really appreciate you bringing in your community. I was going to do more than just belts maybe, but I mostly wanted to draw belt buckles today. So I think I'm just going to zoom in and focus on the belt buckle. And then I'll do a few other like clasp studies, and then I might have to call it a day. So we'll probably go, like I said, for another 15 or so. So if anybody who just came in on the raid, if you're interested in joining in on the studies and you don't know how to submit your work, there's a few ways to do that. You can join the Discord if you'd like to, and there's a section called the Art Gym. You can post your studies in there. We were just talking about how, like, basically if it's a study, it's drawn from observation, primarily drawn from observation. So if like the majority or the focus of the piece is observation, you know, that's pretty much a study. You know, sometimes people add some like funny things to them or whatever, like sparkly anime eyes. We've had somebody who was doing figure studies, and to cover up the TOS breaking bits, they just put like silly bikinis on everybody. Like, you know, you can tell if something is generally you can tell if something is the intent is a study versus you used reference for part of the image. So the whole point, like I was just saying, is just to encourage other artists and ourselves to do the hard work of holding each other accountable to do studies, get the bad drawings out, work on stuff that maybe we're not comfortable with so that we can get better, and hopefully get to the good drawings faster. Sort of why we say get the bad drawings out. But it's also just to kickstart your day too. Like for me, I feel like if I get the bad drawings out of the way earlier in the day, then when I sit down to do, you know, like my actual work, I'm kind of warmed up and I'm ready to go and I'm ready to like make work. So it's kind of a dual purpose kind of motto. I kind of personally think that studies, the more I've gotten used to doing them, the more I kind of think that they're really good for breaking art block too. So if you've struggled with art block, and you like sit down and you just have that blank paper fear feeling, doing a quick study of something you see around you is a really fast way to, I think, alleviate that. This one is a belt that is sitting next to me, so I always try to encourage people to draw from actual observation, not just a photo like this, because not that there's anything wrong with drawing from photo, like two-dimensional photo reference. You're still going to learn. You're just going to learn and I think you're going to learn at a slower rate typically, because this is already two-dimensional. It's already flattened for you. You can kind of see the implied lines here. So it's really easy to fall into like copying when you're doing a study from a flat reference, whereas if you're working from something that's like physically in the three-dimensional world around you, whether it's a person or your shoe or your cat or whatever, your breakfast, your brain's gonna have to think about how to take that three-dimensional object or thing or person and turn it into a two-dimensional drawing that looks three-dimensional. So your brain's just having to work a little harder, and so your observation skills are gonna be more turned on, I guess. I really wish, we were talking about this a lot yesterday, I really wish that I could afford/find a figure drawing class that I could be a part of, because I really miss just how quickly I improved so quickly with like the human figure just from taking a figure drawing class. And if you've never taken one, I really cannot more highly recommend them. I think every artist should take a figure drawing class at some point, because it's gonna do wonders. Yes, Isla, we should go plein air painting together. I'm a little biased, but I do think that Colorado would be a little like one of the prettiest possible places to do this. So if you ever end up here, let me know. Cold Case of Creativity. Hello, welcome in. Thank you. I'm glad that you liked my warm-up. Also, we have a lot of other awesome artists here in chat that you all should be following. We've got Be It Isol, we had Shiratoshi. I'm gonna have to wait for those little thingies to go. I don't know how to give the shout-outs that don't have the cooldowns. Isn't there like another way to do shout-outs? I don't remember, but we have a lot of awesome artists that have stopped by today. I want to make sure to shout them out too. But you guys should go follow Isol, most definitely. Amazing oil painter. For sure you agree. Yeah, have you been to, has anyone not been to Colorado? I'm just curious. I'm sure there are people who haven't. Or even like, if you're in a different country than the US, like a mountainous area. There's just something about mountains. They're so pretty and very inspiring to be around. You haven't been there in person? Well, we gotta change that. You guys should also go follow Shiratoshi. I don't know if they're still lurking, but fantastic artist here on Twitch. I think we met Shura, I'm pretty sure through Raga. I'm pretty sure. Which is always so fun. I just love when people recommend new artists for me to check out, because I can't be everywhere and I'm really busy, and I'm definitely already on Twitch more than I should be in order to be productive. But we do have a stream share section of the Discord, so if you ever come across a cool artist that you think people should check out, you know, it doesn't have to just be self-promo. I'm always interested in meeting more artists here on Twitch. And Shiratoshi is one of those awesome ones that if you don't know, you should go check out. Let's see, another one we had in here was Tad, Toilet After Dark. Very fun, definitely less work safe, so just keep that in mind if you prefer, if that matters to you. But he does a big variety of stuff. Like, I've walked in there before, he's doing pixel art, sometimes he's doing traditional art. Has a very unique vibe on his stream. It's always got like crazy, some kind of crazy like cape situation going on, which I enjoy. Good time. Definitely a good art lurk if you're looking for one. We had some other folks in here too. I knew I was gonna forget. Who else was in here? This weird like back pattern on this belt. It's got like this strange backing on the inside, and I'm having a hard time replicating that pattern. Oh, another one who was in here was Professor Oaks. I don't know if he's still here either, but fantastic artist that you should absolutely follow. Tends to stream very late at night for me, so I don't always make the streams, but they're always a good time. Plus he sounds like Space Mufasa, so I will forever associate. If I ever meet Oaks in person somehow, I'll be like, why don't you sound like Space Mufasa? What's wrong with your voice? I'm trying to get this weird leather texture. I actually don't really know how to do this. Oh, we had Odin art in here too. I saw Odin sneak in. We've rated Odin before. You guys should go follow Odin art too, if you aren't. Another fantastic creature / dark character type artist. Very, very cool stuff. You never knew you need a space. Oh, you do. You need Space Mufasa in your life. Click. You just go. I don't think Oaks does VODs. Pretty sure. So you'll just have to catch a stream to know what I'm talking about. But they're fun. Hey Biscuit, how you doing? It's good to see you. Legally changed his name to Space Mufasa. I mean, that's what he sounds like. It's a whole vibe over there. It's a really good time. He usually streams pretty late, like pretty late U.S. time. Okay, I might have to give up on this weird faux leather texture. Should paint flowers. Yeah, flowers are great. We haven't done flowers in a while either. Alright, I think I need to move on from this belt. I'm just gonna give it some shinies where I see shinies on the yellow. And then we're gonna get into the Discord here in a second, and... Oh, does he have a channel trailer voice? Yeah, so there you go. It's a whole vibe. It's a whole vibe. Definitely one of the most distinct sort of streams I've seen on Twitch. You get in my bed, made me crazy, made me want you more. Alright, shiny. There's a shiny. It's sort of a subdued shiny because it's in shadow. So it's not really catching that direct light from right here. It's just sort of catching like little tiny glints of brightness. It's actually relatively dark shadow. If I had more time, I could make this look more realistic, but... Which there is definitely also, I know I say study don't copy a lot, but there's also definitely a skill set of being able to copy really precisely. If you get really, really good at it, you become a hyper-realist. But that actually is a really, I mean, you have to be able to observe very carefully and really understand your medium to know how to get those kinds of like specific and precise details. So, and I do feel like anybody who is really proficient at copying and hyperrealism and stuff is like literally a half step away from being really, really prepared to draw from imagination too. It's just making that transition of asking questions while you're observing so that you can file it away to remember it for next time. One way to practice this that actually I meant to make a note to talk about this a little more, because I know there's a lot of people who fall into this category, not just hyperrealists, but like a lot of people say like, oh man, I do a lot of studies, but I'm really bad at drawing from imagination. And I think it's because you're just using that copying skill a lot and you're not actually putting into practice what you're observing. So a good idea is like after you've done, for instance, like a few belt studies, to come over here and like try and design a belt and like see if you can draw one from imagination. And then that's going to show you where your weaknesses are, like what you weren't observing very closely or what you maybe didn't take in. And what you could like go back and practice more. So like if you draw like from observation some figures, right, and then you go to draw a figure from imagination, the parts that you kind of are like, shoot, how does that go? Like how does the arm attach to the torso? Where do those muscles sort of overlap? That kind of thing. You'll kind of know where to go back and do more study. And over time, as you kind of build up those skill sets and start to do more style studies and start to see how other artists have used human anatomy, you'll suddenly find yourself very quickly able to make that transition, because if you spend a lot of time doing the careful observation it requires to do like hyperrealism, it's really just you've got the observation skills. You just have to get the application skills, I guess. Feeling a bit overwhelmed, just having a bit more chill day. I'm sorry that you're overwhelmed, but I'm glad that you can hang out and feel a little more chill here. Hyperrealism turns into become one with the art, turns into become the art, turns into reality comes out of the art. That's a whole circle right there that you just made, Germs. You did 2 self-portraits in charcoal. That's awesome. Wow. Eye biscuit. Holy cow, I haven't done a self-portrait forever. I don't like looking at myself that long. I probably should do a self-portrait. Those are, I really struggle with those. That would not be something I could stream. Did you work on them from photos, or like I feel like when I do self-portraits, I'm usually like in front of a mirror and having to draw what I actually look like. It's really hard. From a mirror, nice. Yeah, that's really hard to do. Really hard to do. Kudos and hats off to you. Yeah, I'm just gonna imply this really weird cross-hatching texture that's in this belt, because otherwise I'm never gonna finish it. I'll just be here all day and then we'll never get to see what you guys got up to, which I would like to go look at some point. Yeah. Every other day? What, looking at myself? No. See, Germs, it'll suck you in. I'm telling you. It's a good time. It's a good time there. My goal is to one day be as entertaining as Oaks. Actually, that's probably never gonna happen. I can barely get OBS to function. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 10. My stream time, yeah. Yeah, no, I stream Monday through, right now it's Monday through Wednesday just in the morning. I've had to cancel my morning or my afternoon streams that I used to do on Mondays and Wednesdays just because I'm having so many tech issues at the studio right now. But hopefully soon. Hopefully we can get that fixed and sorted. Right as I say that, my entire OBS just went black, so that was exciting. Oh, we're back. Okay. Tech issues abound, everybody. Tech issues here, tech issues there. They're just fun. You know, that's why we have them. For sure. Okay, I am gonna go to the Discord. A day of zoo sketching! Oh my gosh, I love zoo sketching. Zoo sketching is so fun. That's another great thing to do if anybody goes to a zoo or a museum, is take a sketchbook. You'll find lots of stuff to draw. 100%. Wait, did it not post my blue sky thing? Hold on. Oh, it did, okay. Alright, I don't see any submissions there, so I'm gonna go into Discord. So if you have a sketch that you would like to submit, you can post it on the reply to the blue sky post. You'll find that in my socials. Here's the Discord link if you want that. You can also post a link in chat, whatever's easiest for you. I totally understand how people might be overwhelmed with Discord. I know I get overwhelmed with Discord sometimes. I'm also full, apparently, on Discords. I didn't know you could do that until pretty recently. So, okay. Oh, these are great studies. Oh yeah, Dahlia, I just saw your study. That's totally valid. Yeah. Okay, let's go to... Here we go. So here's the top of it. So here's how it works, basically. Whenever we do these studies, I just go to the last thing we showed on screen, which is I typically wait till the end to post my studies so that we can get to everybody's. And then I'll just do everything below those is what we'll look at. So you can do any, like you have the next, however long until the next stream. I think it's on Monday is the next stream, the next warm-up stream. And you have until then to get your studies posted here. We'll show your studies at the end of that warm-up stream. So we're gonna start with Bacaholic, who did this awesome study, 1 hour study of a living room setting. This is great. There's a lot of really complex shapes in this, and from different angles too. Like you've got this cylinder in perspective, like foreshortened cylinder situation. The corner of this couch is also foreshortened. Really, really awesome. Really nice job paying attention to the values too. Bach, this is fantastic. Fantastic work, Bachaholic. Well done, well done. You carry a pocket sketchbook everywhere you go. Great habit. Great, great habit. We have some folks who submit their pocket sketch, observation sketch in sketchbooks, is what I'm trying to say, here to these warm-up study streams too. I have one I carry with me, but I just always either forget I have it on me, or I don't have time to sketch in it when I'm at my day job. And when I'm not at my day job, I'm pretty much here. But I should still be using it more. I kind of forget. I need to really get back in the habit of using that sketchbook. I'm just gonna react with all the emotes. Bacaholic, this looks fantastic. Well done, well done. I hope you're proud of yourself. I'm proud of you for whatever that's worth. And we have Amaze here, drawing some accessories, some hats and gloves. Amaze, these look fantastic. By the way, if anybody is a streamer and you do these studies, we will be happy to shout you out. Thank you, Raga, I appreciate that. So if you guys aren't following Amaze, do. Probably most of you are, but if you aren't, or if you think you are, maybe double check. We got a little heart floating up there that you can click. Amaze does fantastic character art, animation, comic books. Been doing a lot of animation lately, but very clearly a very strong draftsman. Like, these are both fantastic studies. I really like that you kept your under sketch too, to kind of show the way you handled the proportion and how you got it sort of lined up there. Really nice job with this hat. But you turned this into like a portrait study as well, which I think is great. And these look fantastic. The gloves are very intricate. I'm actually surprised anybody tackled this particular pair of gloves. I just kind of pinned them on a whim, but I think they look great. You did a great job drawing them. Well done, Amaze, and thank you for sharing. Thank you for inspiring us with your studies. Thank you, everybody who posts to inspire with their studies. I definitely always, by the time I'm done looking at everyone's work, even if I'm like burnt out on studies, I kind of want to do more of them. So yeah, thank you for sharing. Dilly Dally. Oh, you got 2 studies in today. You drew some bags. Oh, these are so cute. These are great. These are so solid. Yeah, you guys, Dally Say MT is the one that is Dilly Dally. I know you said you're not streaming currently, but I'm going to shout you out anyway, because just in case you decide to stream again, if people want to follow to see your awesome drawings, I think that they should be able to. And so if you'd like to do that, click that heart right there. Dally, these look fantastic. I love all the little details. You make it look so effortless. Like, these sketches are so light, and they have such great shapes. I like these buckles. I want to study these buckles and clasps. I really need to pay more attention to buckles and clasps. I feel like that's my biggest struggle with a lot of these things. But this looks great. Nice values too, obviously. Like, these are fantastic. You can hear the bottom right one. Wait, what? Oh, you mean like the jangling of the like, whatever those are called, like the charm on the side? The clasps, if you will. No, these are fantastic, Deli. Lovely, lovely studies. Especially like this one in perspective here. These feel like they're ready to go for like, honestly, like props or something. But that makes sense because Dali works, you know, in the industry and biz dev and stuff, and art directs, and it totally checks out that these are solid. So very impressive. Here we have another one. Man, everyone is like doubling up today. Nice job, everybody. Another one from Bacaholic. And oh, bummer. I'm so sorry, Dali. I'm sorry. You're awesome. You'll find something, I'm sure. That is the struggle. I have a lot of friends that work in games, and that I feel like that short-term contract stuff is so stressful. I believe in you. I believe in you, and you're gonna do awesome for whatever that's worth. I know it's probably not worth a lot, but Bacaholic, fantastic studies here. I really like the way you did the colors on this belt buckle. This is great. Bach, you don't give yourself enough credit. This is fantastic work. I know you're constantly like talking yourself down, but I think these look really awesome. A really good job on the shapes on this bag here too, honestly. These look fantastic. Beautiful, beautiful. Wait, not the laughing emote. Why is that one up there? There used to be a heart there. One of my little heart ones. Why did, what does anyone, I don't understand why Discord does this. Does anybody know why, like, these will just change randomly? Because that's not what the 3 that used to be the options. Oh no! Potential spam is calling me. Hold on. There we go. Didn't mean to interrupt. Currently also unemployed. Oh no, Ungoy, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But Bach, these look great. I don't know if you're listening or if you're gonna watch back later, but well done, Bach. These look like they are from Rue. Some more belt buckles. Oh man. Rue. Yangularoo. These are so solid. These look so good. I like that you did a bunch of different styles of belts too. For those who don't know, Yangularoo, I know, right, Germs? Like I'm feeling like very self-conscious about mine. To be fair, I get really distracted, but still. These look great. These all look fantastic. But don't be intimidated if you're out there like, oh, I want to join, but I'm intimidated. Like anybody at any skill level is welcome to join. We want to encourage everybody to pick up a pencil and start developing the skill of observational drawing or drawing in general. And to get to a higher level, starting with observation is usually the way to go. Rue, these look great. Somehow you've managed to like get your, like these still feel like they have your style in them somehow, which I think is really cool. And you don't have to share if you don't want to. That's absolutely correct. I want to be, yeah, good point, Charlie's Dragon. If you drew along today and you didn't want to share, but you did it, give yourself a pat on the back. Just know that I'm patting you on your back. Oh my gosh, you guys. Getting so many spam calls today. I actually didn't know my ringer was on, so I need to lower that, so I apologize. But yeah, it's if anybody drew at all, if this was helpful at all, and then I'm proud that you tried, and I hope that you continue. And I hope that we all continue. Because it's helpful for all of us at any stage. Man, the details in this, the textures in this look fantastic. But yeah, you guys, if you're not following Yangularoo, Rue does like drawings, like stickers and stuff, has been sharing a lot of sticker art in our Discord, but also does a lot of animation here on Twitch. So if you ever wondered how animation happens, or if you want to chat with an animator while they're working and ask questions, or hang out if you're an animator too and you want to talk shop, Rue is great for that. Rue can really like, really run through the animations, and it's kind of intimidating to watch, but highly recommend going to check out Rue's streams if you haven't already. And here we have another one for Dilly Dally. I totally see what you mean. It was kind of hard to picture what you meant, but so here's the reference, and then obviously a saddle was added for character. But I think this is still a majority a study, and they look fantastic. Really love the way you did the hair on the dog, especially like. I love how your style shines through really strong. Like just the stylized way that you interpreted those. Like fur ruffles. I'm not sure if that's the correct term, but this is such a fun photo. And I love what you did with it. The little subtle values are really nice too. They just add like a nice feeling to your sketches, I think. Very magical feeling. I like it. Yeah, shorthand's always good. And it's also a good point too, because I think, like, don't feel like you can't use a shorthand or use like kind of stylized mark making when you do a study. Your style, it doesn't have to look hyper-realistic to be a study. You know, part of the purpose of studies is finding your style. So if you're somebody like me who feels like you don't really have one, it can be really helpful to experiment with different types of mark making, to experiment with different brushes, to experiment with different media when you're doing studies. And this is going to help you along your way. Right. Oh, thanks for getting another shout out for Dally, Raga. Yeah, if you guys missed it the first time, make sure you give Dally a follow. This is beautiful. This feels like a children's book illustration almost. Like I really love this. Yeah, super pretty. There's really like the little vest in the saddle adds a little bit of storytelling to it even, but it's super cute. And then here we have Ibiscuit. Ibiscuit has some quite a few. Sketches from a zoo visit last Sunday. The text is species name in a substitution cipher. Oh, okay, so like your own sort of just note taking. That's cool though. These look great. Oh, nice axolotl. I'm gonna kind of skim through these really fast since there's quite a few, but ooh, nice values here too. Really nice careful observation of the teeth. I forget which one it is. It's like alligators. I think crocodiles are the ones that have the teeth like this, right? And alligators are the ones where only the top shows. I can't remember. But this is really fun to look at. Ooh, nice skulls. Very cool. Is this like clearly some kind of carnivore and some kind of herbivore, but I don't know. Maybe a bear? I'm not sure if this is a bear or some kind of caniform. These look really great. These are fantastic studies. Love a study. Love a quick study of an animal in movement. This is great. This is great. Man, drawing animals from life is so fun. I really want to get back out there and do more. Really nice stuff. Thank you so much for sharing these, iBiscuit. These are inspiring. I wish I could afford a zoo membership to do this more regularly again. I used to do that when I first moved to Denver. But it's like $150 a year, I think. Which would pay for itself if I visited a few times, but it's more just paying for all of that up front. These look great. These look so good. A smooth-fronted caiman. Yeah, but aren't caimans a type of... Aren't they a type of crocodile, or are they a type of alligator? I mean, they're all crocodilians. I forget the difference. Ooh, nice. I love the silhouette on this tiger here. That owl has a great face. These are awesome. Thank you so much for sharing these. Really nice action, moving poses. Are these little marmosets? Man, those things are so hyperactive. I tried to draw some marmosets at an aquarium last summer that I went to with some friends, and boy, great in motion, but did not, they're in the alligator family, okay. Because so are alligators the one that have this tooth structure, or is it this one? I can never keep it straight. These look fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing these, Biscuit. Pygmy marmosets, yeah. Yeah, they do not stop moving. So you these little jumping around moving poses are great. They're so hyperactive. Well, these are fantastic. Thank you to everybody for sharing. These look awesome. Very inspiring. You guys make me want to keep doing some studies. I'm like a little sheepish to put my scribbly belts in here, but we're gonna do it. I'm not gonna show anyone else though. And we're gonna go find another artist to raid. I did not accomplish. I was too busy doing, draw me an animal game. That's okay. I always like that game. Mine from today. Thank you guys for keeping me accountable to doing some studies. Really appreciate the company. Don't go anywhere just yet because we are going to be raiding. And oh no, there's an ad. Shoot, I missed the. I was trying to keep them paused. Didn't mean to talk right through an ad break. Let's do a quick stretch break for anybody who's stuck in ads, and then we will find another artist to raid into. But if you want to stick it out through the raids, you will earn more channel points that way. I didn't know that until recently, but apparently that's a good way to quickly gather channel points. So, hey Yak, how are you? I heard rumors that Colorado was going to be hot. Oh really? Is it? I haven't even looked at the weather for today. I've been spending so much time inside lately. It's warm for sure. High of 68. That's pretty warm for where I'm at right now. It'll get cold again though. We're overdue for another snowstorm. We usually get quite a few of them in the springtime, so I won't get too excited just yet. But if you can hear the sound of my voice, this is your friendly reminder to unshrimp yourself, right? To kind of hunch your back the opposite way. Do an overstretch to get rid of your hunch and push your neck back into alignment and hold that for about 20 seconds. You want to really flex those muscles. And, ooh. Oh no, there's some really awesome people that I would love to raid, and they're all streaming at the same time. What do I do? What do I do? Shoot. Some people doing some studies. Oh, we haven't raided them in a while. Okay. I don't know. It's always so hard to pick. But yeah, hold your shoulders together and then kind of relax and drop them into a relaxed pose. And, oh, this is looking awesome. raided them in a while. It's okay, I have until the end of the ad break to figure it out. Oh man. Let's go say hi. Oh, LCR's on too. Ah, there's too many good choices. Too many good choices. It's impossible. Ah, and freaking Twitch. Twitch keeps doing this thing where if I scroll down and I don't go at the speed they want me to, it like jumps me back to the top and starts me over, and it's extremely frustrating. Okay, let's go ahead and raid into crime poll. No, we're not doing crime. No, I think I know where we're going. Let's raid into Neela. I think it's been a few months since we've said hi to Neela, and I'm a big fan of Neela's work. She's also very, like super, like, I would say most of the time very family friendly. I don't think I can remember a time I've been in there and been like, oh, have to keep an eye out for that. So right now working on a beautiful Naga drawing, which is like a snake person. Lovely lighting. I think you guys are gonna really enjoy if you haven't already seen Neela's work. I think we met during streaming last year. I don't think and she also looks like she's still working. Sometimes around this time is when people are ending stream. And so I always try to find people who look like they are still going. Hopefully not. She may leave right after we raid in. But let's go say hi to Neela. I don't really have a raid call, so you can make one up if you'd like, as long as it's, you know, not bad. Not about crime. You can do like Casey's Cheeselings, use the cheese emotes. You can do Casey raid. Don't panic, it's a Casey stream. There's a few like punny ones that I have written down. I just need to actually make commands for them, so you guys have some options. One of these days I'll do that, because then I'll be a pro streamer. But for now, I am not a pro, unfortunately, and you're stuck with me. So we are going to go raid into Neela. It's not a professional raid. Just know every time you say that, I'm going, you're lying to somebody. And I don't like it. The expectation is too high if you say that. You need to lower that expectation, please, please. But let's go say hi to Neela. I'll be, oh, I forgot to do my credits. Shoot, because I'm not a pro. This is why I'm not a pro, and you shouldn't lie to people. There's all my credits. Thank you to everybody. Seriously, thank you to everybody showing up in the credits. Thank you to my patrons. If you'd like to be on that list too, here's where you can go check out all the tiers and all the rewards. Thank you to my mods. You guys truly are amazing. Really appreciate the help. And thank you to the raiders. I really appreciate everybody raiding in. And the subs and the follows. And just, you guys are awesome. Twitch is amazing. But let's go say hi to Neela, and we'll see you over there, okay? I'll see you guys.